Hello and welcome to Baking on a Budget. Now this time we've got this wonderful naan bread recipe. Yes, how to make your own naan bread at home. Very simple, comes together very easy and only 13 pence each. Now I've got all of the material over here that we're going to need to make these. I'll go through the quantities which we have and I'll tell you how much all of this costs. To begin with, we have 250 grams of plain flour and that is 13 pence. We have a pinch of salt, which we can't really cost. We have 30 ml of warm water, which again we can't really cost. We have 1 teaspoon of sugar, about 1 penny. We have a packet of dried yeast at 8 pence. We have 80 ml of milk at 5 pence. We have 90 grams of plain yogurt at 19 pence. And we have 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil at 4 pence. The whole recipe then, 54 pence. And we're going to get 4 excellent naan breads out of that, making them 13 pence each. Okay, so to begin with, as with any bread recipe, what we want is some warm water. As I say, there's only 30 ml of water in there. I'm going to put a teaspoon of sugar in, and then I'm going to empty this packet of dried yeast in there. Now, we're going to mix that up, and we're just going to let that bloom for a little while. We just want to see some froth appearing on top of the yeast, and that will let us know that the yeast is indeed still active. Right, so we're just going to set that aside for a couple of minutes. Okay, the yeast mix has had a few minutes and that has bloomed nicely. Happy with that. So what we're going to do is just get all of this stuff in the bowl and start making the dough. So first of all, we have 250 grams of plain flour and we have a good pinch of salt. To that, in goes the milk, and that is 80 grams of milk. With that, we have 90 grams of this plain yogurt. And now we're going to put the yeast mix in there. Make sure we get all of that out. And then last but not least, we want 2 tablespoons of this vegetable oil. That should do it. Now, we want to bring this together in the bowl. This probably will be quite a wet dough to begin with. And it's okay to add a little bit more flour onto the board to dry it up a bit, and obviously keep a lot of flour on your hands to stop it from sticking. But it is quite a wet dough to begin with until we start kneading it, like I said. It's come together in the bowl there. I have just put another little handful of flour in there. It was a little bit wet. Thank you, Isla. It was a little bit wet and sticky, but that's much better now. That's ready for kneading. So we're going to take that out onto the board. We're going to get some more flour on the board like so. Plenty on the hands. And as we knead this, it's going to get a lot less sticky. And what we want to do is knead it like this for about 5 minutes. About a straight 5 minutes is what we want here. And as I say, if it does begin to stick again, a little bit more flour, it will be fine. That's come together much better already, actually. So we continue kneading it like this for a good 5 minutes. All right, now that's had about 5 minutes of kneading. As you can see, it's dried up a lot. It's much better, springier, nicer. Now this could be done obviously in a stand mixer if you have a dough hook, but I always prefer to actually knead the bread by hand. So at this point, we're going to say that is ready. Let's put that so it doesn't stick to the board. Right, so what I've done is I've cleaned the bowl out. I'm going to put just a little drizzle of oil in the bottom of there and get it around the bowl. And then the dough can sit in there. I'm going to cover it with a tea towel. I'm going to leave it for 1 hour in a warm place, and that will double in size. And we'll come back when it has. This has had about an hour to prove, and that has doubled in size, I would say, very nicely. So what we're going to do is just knock the air out of it. We don't really need any more flour at this point. It already has a little oil on it. And as I say, this is not like a second kneading. We just want to get any built-up gases from the yeast out of there. Now, I'm going to make 4 naan bread, as I say, out of this. If you wanted to make more, obviously you can just double the recipe up, the quantities, and you could make 8 of them. But each one of those will turn into a delicious naan bread. Now I'm just going to let them rest again just for about 10 minutes, then we're going to come back, roll them out and get them in the pan. Okay, they've had about 10 minutes to rest there and they are looking good. So what I'm going to do is just roll that out into roughly a naan bread shape. Again, it doesn't have to be precise. So I want to get that roughly like a naan bread. About that sort of shape looks good. And that's about 4 mil thick, something like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to dry sort of fry these in a very hot pan. So I'm just going to let that sit there for a while and I'm going to get the pan on the hob. Right, so I've got the gas on as high as it'll go, and what I have here is an old stainless steel pan. You can use cast iron, something like that, but a good heavy pan is what you want for this type of thing. Now we want to let that get very hot first of all, so I'm just going to leave it there for a moment until it does that. It's looking good, very hot. If we throw a little bit of water on that, it just goes away to nothing straight away. That is definitely hot enough. Finally, prepare the naan bread before it goes into the pan. We just want to wet the back of it. This will help it to stick to the pan, which is what we want it to do. Right, and now we just want to get that naan bread in the pan. And we're going to leave this, probably take about a minute, minute and a half for it to start bubbling. Right, it's starting to bubble a little here, and that's going to be fine. Now, the trick here is that the naan bread should stick to the pan. It has stuck to it there. So I'm just going to turn it upside down and do the other side over the open flame. If you're nervous about doing this at all, just flip it in the pan. But this is a way to do it. And we just want to keep going with that. It'll bubble some more and it'll start to brown. So we just want to wave it around over the flame. Keep checking on it. See there, that's bubbling up nicely, starting to brown a little. This is exactly what we want. Look at this. This is looking just like a naan bread should. I'm going to a little bit more up here. Right, I've got another one in the pan. I'm just going to continue to do these, and then once they've cooled a little, just a little, we're going to get some butter on there. I might get some garlic butter on, and we're going to have a taste of this. Okay folks, look at these. I've got this plate of naan breads here. 4 of them we got out of that recipe, and that recipe was 54 pence. So this naan bread smells absolutely delicious, by the way. 13 pence, fresh out of the pan. Now I've got some melted butter here, and I'm going to spread a little. First of all, I'll tear a piece of that off. Now look, I'm just going to put some butter. You could put garlic butter on here. I neglected to put the garlic in it. I just want to have a taste. That's what I want to do. So we can tear a piece off. That is superb. That is absolutely superb. It's still a little bit warm from the pan. That butter on, that is delicious. Look at the texture of this. It's a beautiful fluffy texture inside. A bit chewy like a good naan should be. Quality. If you're making yourself a curry dish or anything like that, try these. It means you've got to start a little earlier. It takes about an hour to prove it and all that, but well worth it, I tell you. I'm talking about curries. What I intend to do next week is make a chickpea and potato curry to go with these. I'll make some more of these to go with the curry as well. So next week we'll have potato and chickpea curry with fresh naan bread. That's going to be absolutely delicious. That's young Isla in the background. I'm very happy with the naan bread. So as I say, a very simple recipe. Comes together very quickly, very easy to do. If you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos of this nature, preparing delicious food, very simple to put together, always delicious, always on a budget, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And in the meantime, I'm going to finish off the rest of this naan bread, and I thank you very much for watching. Spot on.